We are live again. It's Friday afternoon, 3 o'clock in the Netherlands. My name is Claudia van Zuiden.
And my name is Arturo Massaro.
And together we are the founders of Conscious World Agents. Thank you for being here today. And we are very much looking forward to discuss with you today what we spoke about in our post this week.
Yeah, this week we talked about how to reach your goals and your dreams, but more at a conscious level and a conscious way.
Yes, and making conscious choices with doing so. And also, if you want to know, we also have a YouTube channel. So if you're not on Facebook, but you know somebody who maybe wants to watch our videos, you can also go on our YouTube channel, Conscious World Agents, on YouTube, and you will find every recording that we've done on Facebook here as well. So we're also looking at perhaps going on LinkedIn and doing all these things together. So that's the next step.
Yes.
That we will be doing live and probably then on YouTube as well itself. So it's really great that you're here. I think we said that I could start this week.
Yes.
Consciously.
Of course.
No, it's we try to not to make it too serious. And then we because we are not very serious like that. But we always, when we start to our session, we need to check in a little bit more what we're going to talk about. So today, it was decided that I would start this week, so we didn't have to put you through all that. And here we are again. But my post this week was about a personal experience I had. Quite a while ago. I used to live in Scotland, and at some point, I worked in a community mental health team, in a psychiatric nursing team part-time. And I was giving support there in a solution-focused therapeutic manner to people that I saw in our team, our clients. And I was also part-time working as a yoga teacher, meditation teacher, and coach. But I didn't have my own office. And I really liked working with people because I'd been in nursing then already quite a bit before. I was also a midwifery assistant part-time, and I really loved it. And I thought, right, I would like to do my mental health training, just the psychiatric nursing part. So I applied for the course, and I was accepted, and then I had to do like 3 weeks trial, to see if it's suitable for you. And of course, they knew I'd already been working with the CPN team, which is the Community Psychiatric Nursing Team, so for about 10 years. And I said, yeah, sure, but you have to go through the procedures. And I really liked it, and I really loved being in the ward again, because I'd been in the community for about 10 years. And before that, I worked in the hospital. So you do miss that. I really miss that, from going from the ward and working with your colleagues to really being on the road all the time. Any case, I decided to do my training, and I applied for everything. And we had a farewell party at my job. I quit there, and it was great. And they gave me, the nursing watch, a new one, and all these things. And we had a good party. Then it was just before the summer holiday, so I went to France to see my sister, and I came back. And I was having a shower one day, and I stood under the shower, and I felt so sick, really unwell, and was like, what's going on with me? Because I'm just back from a holiday, I really had a great time. I'm going to do my training after the summer holidays, and I just feel so weird, something in my gut, and actually, I was feeling so unwell that I had to sit down in the shower, and that's so unlike me, because I'm normally very fit and healthy, and so it was like, there is something going on here. So I got out of the shower, put my bathing robe on, and I just sat on the sofa. I was on my own at home, and I thought I need to sit with this and meditate on this, which I did. And what came to me then was like, you don't really want to do this training. I was like, I think I do. No, you don't. So there was something in me, my intellectual mind thought it was a very clever thing to do, and I could do my training, and that would be good for me career-wise and all that. And I loved working with people, It was like, yeah, you know you love working with people, but this is not going to be good for you to work in a ward all the time and not to be out and about and see people and inspire people in the way that you love doing. So you need to start and open your own office, your own practice, and find a building or a place somewhere where you can do that. And it's like, okay, this is great. So I went to my former boss because I already had, put in my resignation and everything. And I told her the story. She was really delighted. It's like, okay, fantastic. So that means you stay with us. And I'm, very sad for you that because we would have liked you to do your training, but we can see why you really want to become stay self-employed full-time, which I then did. And that was a big decision to make, because there was also this feeling of, a bit of embarrassment and all these things. But I was so glad. Within a month, I found a fantastic place. And it was a creative place also, because I'm quite creative. So my paintings were there and my pictures were there, and we did meditation in there, and I sold all these things, and I could look at the wellness, the holistic wellness of people, and doing that. So why did I share that? Because sometimes we just make a decision in life, but we're not really happy. We're not really happy with what we choose to do, and we don't dare to go really deep within our heart and in our gut. Because I believe we have three brains, a gut and a heart and our mind. We just look at the intellectual mind. And that is not always what we're here to do. We're not here to serve on this planet just with our logical mind. We also, need to learn how to make that connection with the heart. Because when we start serving from the heart and living from the heart more, your life becomes much more meaningful. And I believe you're more living your holistic self. What is it? Program that you're maybe destined to run in this life, and not just one part. So yes, it would have been fabulous for me to be a psychiatric nurse and help a lot of people like that. But I was trained as a counselor. I was trained as a therapist, and that was my first call, and I had to stick with that. And I trusted that, and my body just said, no, you're not going to do that. So as an experiment, I put on my post, like, if you ever have that sensation, like something is not right, something is out of sync, check with yourself. Am I still on track? Am I still living from the heart? And then talk about it. Talk about it with people, and it's very good. Or go and meditate, but do something with it. And if the answer is really no, you're not on the right track, then check up with yourself. Well, what can I do? What could be the first step towards coming closer, what my real dream is, my heart wish is, and what can I do? And maybe you need some advice, but listen to that. Don't ignore that. And when I go coach people, I'm asking them the same. When they're really having a lot of obstacles in their life, of struggles, I really ask them, is this what you truly want? Because life is not a rehearsal. This is it. If you believe in reincarnation, if you maybe can grasp that concept, then yes, maybe you get another chance. But, this is it. So make the best of this life. Make the best from all of who you are, and look at all these qualities, and have the courage to explore them and be curious about it. And I really found that was a big thing in my life, to make the decision. I've done many other things, but that was a really, really profound moment for me, that I knew I really had to go deep and deep within to really find fulfillment in my life and live the truth to myself. So why is it important that you become aware of that? Because I think there is a sense of freedom in that. You can breathe, you can, with joy, really live your life. And it's not a temporary joy, it's that deep inner joy that you start to emanate then. And in the yoga teachings, for example, I think that might be a nice topic to speak about. In Patanjali, he also speaks about these things, how we should live our life like that, with joy, with pure joy. and how to cultivate that. And I believe that's also with looking after yourself first, doing really what you're destined to do in this life. So, yeah.
Well, it's a beautiful story. I like it. But what I see in this, well, especially in the Western society, is that people are also looking for recognition, and they feel sometimes also the pressure from the society, maybe the family or where they live in. So a lot of times they take the promotion or the higher job, not for themselves, but for others. How can people cope with this? How can they feel the difference? How can they really
I
take
think
the
that's
right
wonderful that you say that, because, you know, people have a lot of plans for you in your life.
Yeah, other people. Yeah, yeah.
But it's perhaps not what you want to do.
No.
But yeah, to have the courage to explore that and to say, you know, actually, this is not what I feel is right for me. And yeah, you can listen to people and you can, you know, weigh it out and look at it. But if you feel in your heart, and that is something, yeah, that can be very challenging. That can cause a lot of challenges in life. Yes. And also what I would say is be transparent about it. You know, be transparent straight away. Say, this is what's happening, and don't keep it in and hide it. Just say, well, you know, and then all of a sudden burst the bomb. But it's like, you know, this is what's happening, this is what I'm looking at. And maybe I need to make a change of plan here. And that's absolutely fine. And I think things are changing. If I look at my own entrepreneurial life for the last nearly 30 years, if longer, then, you know, I've changed a lot. But that's because there's so many nice things to do in life. Like this, for example. But you don't often hear people being with the same company, for example, for 25 years. That's more rare than it used to be.
It used to be, you
people,
start somewhere and then you retire. And
that you don't hear anymore. People are starting to figure out what really suits me. And, you know, now we're talking about jobs here, but of course this also goes for other things in life. Dreams and goals don't always have to be job related or work related or material related.
Can be relationship.
So also in that, you know, be really open-hearted to yourself. So,
thank you.
A bit like that movie we watched over from the book from Vikram Seth, the suitable boy.
The suitable boy.
You know that, you know, finding out what really works for you. In a country, for example, where arranged marriages are and whatever, but that can be very challenging for the youngsters as well.
Nice, thank you. Well, my post was about how to reach your goals. There's the old way and the new way. Although the new way is already an ancient way, it's already there for thousands of years. But the way we were raised, and we are raised in this society, is if you want to reach your goal or if you want to realize your dreams, you really, really need to work hard. You must do your utmost best every day. You have discipline, be consistent, go on, and maybe if you're lucky, you will reach your dreams. And I know that way. You know, when I was 40 years old, I worked for a company who provided electricity in houses. And suddenly I didn't want to work there anymore. So I asked myself, what will I do with the rest of my life? And I got a dream. I got a dream in January 2001. And in that dream, I was standing in front of a group and trained them in personal development, team building, leadership. So I quit my job as a leader and became a trainer and a coach. But it was very difficult, and I needed to work very hard. I had to overcome a lot of obstacles. I was in deep debt with the bank. So it was not always a nice time, to be honest.
Mm.
And several times I was thinking of quitting being an entrepreneur and going back to a company and have a safe job again. But then I was feeling inside, what will really make me happy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to pursue my dream. But can I do it different?
Yeah.
And the new way is using much more the power you already have. We all have this. There's nothing new in this. It's already written down for thousands of years in books. And it's having faith in the universal laws. The universe will respond to the frequency you send out. It's energy. Einstein said it already. Everything is energy. The frequency you will send out, the universe will respond. It's not philosophy, it's science. And we just, I think it was last week, we saw a movie, The One Field, and if you can find it, please do. It's such a beautiful movie. Mm-hmm. And science is showing us now that consciousness is energy. Everything is consciousness. The energy is there. And as soon as you have the right feelings, thoughts, beliefs, and all these kind of things, and you send it out, and you have faith in the universe, then the universe will reach out to you. And I gave an example. Maybe you recognize that you, or you remember still that you had the first swimming lessons in the swimming pool, and you were holding the edge of the swimming pool. No, I cannot do it. And then suddenly you went, and then you doing a lot of strange things with your legs and your arms, and you didn't trust the water that it can carry you. You only have to do the right movements, and the water will carry you. And exactly the same is with the universe. The universe will catch you, it will guide you, it will save you. But do you trust it? Do you have really faith in it? And the movement you have to do is see what you want to be. See for that the relationship, your work, your hobby, it doesn't matter what it is. See for you how you want it. Feel as if it's already here. Believe that it's doable, that it's possible. If you don't believe it, who will? And then be it. Act like it, but also let go. Let go. The universe will guide you. You cannot imagine what will come on your path if you really have faith. You cannot imagine even how beautiful it can be. Mm-hmm. And that's the new way, although it's a really, really, really old way already. But the journey starts here. And that's what Claudia said. What do I really want? Because I can think what I want. I want to have a lot of money, but that's not what you really want inside. You want to have peace, you want to be happy, you want to have fulfillment. That's the true you. Mm-hmm. And not the car and not your job. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with earning a lot of money. Nothing wrong. But if that's only your goal, I can guarantee you, it will be empty at a certain moment. Everything that can be taken away from you is not worth to constantly thrive for.
Yeah, and I think ultimately the whole money thing will disappear anyway. So yeah. It's a strange consciousness on its own.
Yeah.
I just want to say thank you to everybody who's watching. And if you have any questions, then please write them in the comments. Or also, if you have some own experiences, in your own life, when you really followed your heart, and how did you go about that to do that? We would love to hear that. So if you feel like sharing, then please do. We really we really like that. And you know, you never know, you might inspire someone else as well as a conscious world agent. Yeah, that's a beautiful story, and I really like that story about what you use the metaphor for swimming, to letting go of that water.
Yeah.
That's a really beautiful way, because I can remember that as well.
Yeah.
That moment that you think, uh-oh, here I go, I'm gonna go under, and then there's something happens which you could not have perhaps thought about before. It's much bigger than what your mind maybe could comprehend if you're afraid of swimming or water or these things. But and that moment is exhilarating.
Yeah, and I think what you say is so very true. It's so difficult for us to comprehend that, for instance, in the universe, it won't work in space on time. It's already here. Everything is here. That's so difficult for us to comprehend this.
Yeah.
And at the same way, it's also difficult to comprehend that if you're just a part of the big picture.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you're the whole. And that's so difficult to really get this message that everything you think, the universe mind is also thinking.
Yeah. Well,
And
that's a whole topic on its own.
that's a whole topic on its own, yeah, but it's
yeah.
wow.
Yeah, it's so close to your heart.
Yeah, it is.
And so true.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
So
Twin flames.
yes. It looks like it.
Yeah.
So
Well, we have some announcements. We will have next Experience Day, CWA Experience Day, on July the 10th. It will be an online session, so if you cannot come physically to Bussum, that's no issue, because you can do it from home. And we have there the early bird price, the early bird tickets. Normally the price for one ticket is 108 euros. The early bird tickets are 2 persons for the price of 1. So then it's for each person just only 54 euros. And I can guarantee you, look at our website what people said when they followed these experience days. What they took out and how they felt after this. And and be aware, it's next Wednesday, 23rd. Yeah, 23rd is the last day that the early birds tickets are there.
okay.
So make a decision this weekend, sign up, and then it's only 54 euros if you sign up for 2 persons.
Yeah, so find a friend.
Yeah.
Phone a friend.
Yeah.
But also, I want to add to that, you know, the beauty of this is that it's international, so it'll probably be done in English. But we speak Dutch, of course. So if things are not so clear, we can translate it as well. But it's so wonderful to be able to invite people from abroad as well on the online sessions. And it's going to be great fun. And if you've perhaps done the Experience Day once, some people want to do it again. So because it's not that there's only one thing in your life that you maybe want to change. There could be another thing that also needs to be looked at, and this can really help. So if you want to deepen your experience, or you know, there's another subject in your life that you're maybe a bit stuck, or topic in your life, then this might really be helpful. And we would love you to have you there, because we absolutely love it ourselves. And then we have some other good news.
Yes, our guest speaker.
Yes, next week Friday is already the day that we have our guest speaker. Every month we have a guest speaker, and all those previous guest speakers are also on our YouTube channel. If you want to have a look at them, they're very inspiring, a variety of backgrounds,
Absolutely,
cultures, amazing. And they're all people who are working towards a world that is more conscious, more aware, more compassionate, coming from an innate joy, innate wisdom, all these things, and very diverse and inclusive. Because of that, we had invited Victoria Coleman, and Victoria Coleman is the director of the Foundation for Developing Compassion and Wisdom, with His Holiness the Dalai Lama as its patron.
Yeah.
And she accepted the invitation, and she will be joining us next week, and she will talk about why compassion really helps to raise the level of consciousness and bring more happiness and more meaning and fulfillment in one's life. So that should be a very interesting dialogue, and we're really looking forward to speaking with Victoria. I've known Victoria for quite a while, I think over 10 years, because I'm also a facilitator in the 16 guidelines with the FDCW, but I also have done some Buddhist practice with Victoria in Scotland. So she came to my house, and we both have a mutual friend who is a Tibetan Buddhist nun, and through her we made a lovely connection. And then she became the director of FDCW, and really nice, she invited me to speak a few times on behalf for the FDCW, and I find her an amazing woman, and it's lovely to hear also a nice balance of the male speakers and the female speakers, so we really like that. And
can you say again, FDCW means?
Foundation for the Development of Compassion and Wisdom.
Beautiful.
So, and that they run programs from the Universal Education Program, the secular, non-religious programs that help you to become more resilient, to build up your emotional intelligence. Yeah. And they have programs for children and for adults alike, and it's a wonderful foundation. I really enjoy working for them, but they do a lot of good in the world. They give these courses over 28 countries in the world. And I'm really honored that I can be a facilitator for them as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that is the good news that we have to share with you.
Yeah.
And
well, it's also related to our topic that we're going to write about next week, and that's also about compassion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Compassion and consciousness.
Yeah.
How are they related? How can it help you?
Yes. So what does it mean, when you develop compassion, and what is compassion? So we'd love to have a discussion with you around this next week, and if you want to share already something about it on our wall or on a Facebook page, please share it with us. Share with us and all of us who are watching. What does compassion mean to you, and why do you think it's helpful when we have more compassion in the world?
Yes. So one more time, CWA Experience Day, July the 10th, on a Saturday, online session. Go to our website, consciousworldagents.com, and look for the Experience Day. The early bird price is 2 for the price of 1. So instead of 108 for each person, you will pay for 2 persons 108.
Yeah, very nice.
So, go there.
Okay.
Want to see you there?
Yeah, we'd love to see you there. And then Victoria next week, and we'll be talking about compassion. Also, another thing I want to share with you, last night we did a Yoga Nidra session. A Yoga Nidra is a very lovely way of relaxation. To relax the whole of your mind, the whole of your body, and we put that on our podcast as well. I will share that link later on our Facebook page as well. You can just relax, lie down in a safe place somewhere, and for half an hour you can do this practice, and that might help you to feel more calm, more at peace, more rested, more refreshed, more energetic. So we give you that for free as well to enjoy, and perhaps you want to practice that over the weekend. And if you know of someone who is maybe going through a difficult time, you can also share it with them. It's recorded in English though, so they should be able to speak English. I think that's it for this week.
Yes. And of course we wish you a wonderful weekend.
Yes, rest well and do some maybe 2 or more things.
Yeah,
that
at
you
least
really like.
every day. I had my 2 nice things already. I played some golf. I'm doing this. I had some coaching.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
did some
wonderful.
yoga, did some meditation this morning. It's already, and
The sun is shining.
And the sun is shining.
What else do we want? Take good care of yourself and each other, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. And please write anything under the comments. What helped you to follow your dreams, your goals from your heart? How did you do it? And we'd love to hear from you. Bye for now.
Bye bye. Ciao, ciao.